Hey y'all.
Hello.
Today we're going to go ahead and make a smashed butternut squash recipe with cinnamon and garlic.
Cinnamon and garlic.
It's going to be great. Kind of like sweet potatoes. You know, so it'll be great. You know, it'll be great. We're going to try it. I hope it's great.
It's a side dish.
Right. I mean, you can have it by yourself. It's butternut squash. You can have it by itself. It doesn't have to go with anything.
As an alternative to sweet potato mashed or regular mashed potatoes.
Yes.
Like I like.
Oh gosh. It's gonna be great.
So we're gonna try this substitute.
Yeah, and see how it goes.
We'll be back and let you know how it is.
You'll see how it goes. Okay, so to begin with this butternut squash, I have the squash. I've cut it in half, scooped out the insides, you know, like you should when you're cooking your squash. I went ahead and poked a couple holes in it. Twann's suggestion. Tried to, you know, because you got to put butter and stuff all on it to see what it does. But it says just a little bit of pepper. All right. A little bit of salt. You heard all that? Some brown sugar that landed in my butter. The recipe calls for 2 teaspoons of brown sugar, but you feel free to do what you want to do with it. Just think like you're making a sweet potato. Like you're making some sweet potato. This is right out the pack, y'all. I'm still sprinkling because I want a little more than 2 teaspoons. But that's just me. Try to get it all as much as possible. And then just take some butter. Preferably unsalted butter. But if you get salted, it's fine too. It's not like it's overly. Oh, that missed. Just lay it on. Come on. Lay it on there. I'll pick those up. You see, you don't want to go. Alright, you're going to go ahead and throw this in the oven. And it's going to cook until it's nice. You can stick a fork through it. Because you got to be able to scoop it out and then smash it. You know, so you want to cook it until you can smash it through with a fork. And then we'll come back and show you where we're at with that and what we do next once it's all completely done. Okay, so the butternut squash is done. We probably cooked this for about an hour in the oven, and this is the finished product. So the next step would be to go ahead and scoop it out. And it should be nice and soft that you should be able to scoop it out. I'm using an ice cream scooper because I figure, you know, to do the job. I'm going to scoop it into this bowl. So you would do this for both of them. And it smells very good, y'all. Very good. Try to get as much of it out as you can. Alright, so I have done one here. And I'll come back when I have it all scooped in the bowl. Okay, so I went ahead and I have already removed the squash, scooped it out into a separate bowl. I'm going to go ahead and add 4 tablespoons of butter. And when you scoop it out, you have to let it cool down. So I would suggest possibly warming it up a little bit more. So that, you know, your butter and whatever can melt. Just get in there. All right, and that one. Doesn't want to come off, y'all. Okay. I have heavy cream that you're supposed to use here. So I'm going to put about 3 tablespoons of that. I'm really struggling with the cream. This is ridiculous. I'm going to use just tablespoons, so I'm going to use 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go for 1 more for good measure. 4 tablespoons of that. 1 minced garlic. You got to have your garlic. It balances it out. Trust me. It's not going to be bad. That's 1 minced clove of garlic. And about and I have my maple syrup here. You do 3 tablespoons of syrup. If you can find some real maple syrup, that will be great. The next thing I'm going to go ahead and add would be the cinnamon, and you need about a tablespoon of cinnamon. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead and add cinnamon. You need about a tablespoon of this cinnamon. So I'm just going to sprinkle. Can't go wrong with the cinnamon. I mean, it's a tablespoon. Hope you measure right and you know what it is. You see it. And then you just mix it all together. You can use, if you have like a mixer, a hand mixer, and mix it all together. That works too. Like I said, it's good to make sure your squash is nice and warm so that your butter and everything melts. And then you add, I'm doing that, go ahead and add a pinch of salt. And to be honest, this is like, it kind of reminds me of some sweet potatoes, some candied yams that you mix all this stuff into, and Just don't put the marshmallows on it.